Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Max and I'm so excited to take you with me on this virtual journey to one of the most beautiful and fascinating cities in the world, Rome. In this first episode, we'll explore the top 10 things you absolutely cannot miss in Rome, an itinerary that will leave you speechless. But before we begin, it's important to remember that Rome is the largest city in Europe and boasts the most monuments in the world. Founded, according to legend, way back in 753 BC, it was humanity's first true metropolis and gave birth to one of the most influential civilizations of all time. Every corner of Rome tells a story, a legend, a secret. It's not easy to choose just 10 places to visit in the Eternal City, but we'll try. Ready? Let's go. Our first stop has to be St. Peter's Basilica, the beating heart of Christianity. Imagine being there with me in St. Peter's Square. Look up and observe the majesty of the Basilica, an architectural masterpiece that will take your breath away. This sacred place, designed by geniuses like Michelangelo and Bernini, is not just a religious building, but a symbol of beauty and spirituality that attracts millions of visitors from all over the world. And it's not hard to see why. Step through the imposing doorway with me and let yourself be enveloped by the magnificence of the interior. The walls decorated with precious marble, the frescoes depicting stories of faith, the sculptures that seem to come alive before your very eyes. Among the works of art, it houses Michelangelo's Pieta, a masterpiece of moving beauty, and Bernini's Baldachin, a bronze triumph that dominates the papal altar. Let's leave behind the magnificence of St. Peter's Basilica and head towards another undisputed symbol of Rome, the Colosseum. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine the echo of the crowd's cries, the roar of wild beasts, the clang of gladiatorial swords. This stone giant, also known as the Flavian Amphitheater, was for centuries the stage for grand shows and bloody battles. Today, its imposing ruins tell the story of a distant era, yet still incredibly fascinating. Walk with me through its ancient arches, walk through the corridors once crowded with spectators, and imagine the thrill of witnessing a gladiator fight. And don't forget to take a picture with the figures dressed as ancient Romans. A fun experience that will make you feel part of history. Our journey through the history of Rome continues at the Pantheon, another architectural gem that will leave you speechless. Imagine crossing the threshold of this temple, once dedicated to all the gods and being enveloped in an aura of mystery and sacredness. Look up and admire the dome, a masterpiece of Roman engineering, with its central oculus that looks like an eye open to the sky. Through this opening, sunlight penetrates inside, creating plays of light and shadow that make the atmosphere even more suggestive. Did you know that the dome of the Pantheon, with its 43 meters in diameter, remained the largest in the world for centuries? A grandiose work that testifies to the ingenuity and skill of the ancient Romans. And don't forget to pay homage to the great figures who rest here, including the painter Raphael and the first two kings of Italy, Vittorio Emanuele II and Umberto I. Let's leave behind the ancient charm of the Pantheon to immerse ourselves in the vibrancy of Piazza Navona, a true open-air living room in the heart of Rome. Imagine strolling among its elegant fountains, surrounded by street artists, painters and portraitists who enliven the square with their colors and their music. In the center, the Fountain of the Four Rivers, a masterpiece by Bernini, captures the eye with its four colossi representing the Nile, Ganges, Danube, and Rio de la Plata rivers. Sit at the tables of one of the many cafes overlooking the square, order a cappuccino, and let yourself be captivated by the beauty and unique atmosphere of this magical place. Our trip to Rome would not be complete without a stop at the Trevi Fountain, one of the most famous fountains in the world. Imagine arriving in this square and being enchanted by the beauty of this spectacle of water and marble. In the center of the fountain, the statue of Oceanus aboard a shell drawn by seahorses, a triumph of detail and sculptural mastery. But the Trevi Fountain is not just a masterpiece of art, it is also the place where dreams come true. Tradition has it that by throwing a coin into the fountain, with your back turned, you can make a wish. Don't be shy, give it a try. And if your wish doesn't come true, you've still contributed to a good cause. The coins collected in the fountain are donated to charity. From the romantic charm of the Trevi Fountain, let's now move to a place rich in history and symbolic meaning, the Altare della Patria, also known as the Vittoriano. This imposing monument, with its white steps and its equestrian statues, dominates Piazza Venezia, the beating heart of the city. It was erected to celebrate Vittorio Emanuele II, the first king of Italy, and symbolizes the country's unity and independence. Come with me up the stairs, admire the statues representing civil and military virtues, and enjoy the breathtaking view of Rome that can be enjoyed from the panoramic terrace. Imagine strolling through one of Rome's most famous squares, surrounded by elegant buildings and luxury boutiques. You are in Piazza di Spagna, a place that embodies the elegance and vibrancy of the eternal city. At the center of the square, the scenic Spanish Steps, with its 135 steps, leads to the church of the same name. Sit on the steps, as many Romans and tourists do, and enjoy the lively atmosphere of this place. Watch people walk by, the street performers performing, the painters who portray the faces of passers-by. And don't forget to take a souvenir photo with the Barcaccia fountain, a Baroque work that looks like a small boat ready to set sail. Let's leave behind the elegance of Piazza di Spagna to immerse ourselves in the lively and popular atmosphere of Campo dei Fiori. Don't be fooled by the name. This square, once a place of capital executions, is today a riot of colors, scents, and flavors. In the morning, Campo dei Fiori comes alive with its market, where you can find everything: fresh fruit and vegetables, local cheeses and salami, spices and typical products. But it is in the evening that the square is transformed, coming alive with its many restaurants, trattorias and nightclubs. Sit at the outdoor tables, order a plate of pasta alla gricia or a Roman-style lamb, and enjoy the vitality of this unique place. If you are looking for an authentic experience, you cannot miss the Porta Portese market, one of the largest and oldest in Rome. Imagine strolling through its stalls, surrounded by a crowd of people from all over the city. Here you can really find everything: antiques, vintage furniture, used clothes, rare books, vinyl records, and much more. Porta Portese is a place where you can breathe the true popular soul of Rome, a unique sensory experience that will win you over with its colors, its scents, and its sounds. Don't be afraid to get lost among its stores, to haggle over the price, and let yourself be tempted by some original purchase. Let's end our trip to Rome with a stop at the Pincio Gardens, an oasis of peace and beauty in the heart of the city. Imagine walking through its tree-lined avenues, surrounded by statues, fountains, and breathtaking panoramic views. From the Pincio Terrace, you can enjoy one of the most beautiful views of Rome: the Dome of St. Peter's, the Tiber, the rooftops of the city. Sit on a bench, close your eyes, and let yourself be lulled by the sound of the water of the fountains and the singing of the birds. The Pincio Gardens is the ideal place to end your visit to Rome in style, an experience that will stay with you forever. And with that, dear digital explorers, our journey through the wonders of Rome comes to an end. I hope you enjoyed exploring the Eternal City with me, discovering its hidden treasures and timeless wonders. But this is just a goodbye. Rome is a city that never ceases to amaze and that deserves to be discovered in every corner. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, leave a like, comment, and hit the bell to stay up to date on upcoming virtual tours. Follow us on our social channels for more adventures. See you in the next video.